Chapter 13, Section 1 is entitled Polynomials. We're starting the last chapter in our textbook. Polynomials do have some difficult things with them. We're only going to do about 6 or 7 sections here. We add a few on, but that's not really a whole lot left in this year here. All right, definition time. Definition of a monomial. A number, variable, or product of a number and one or more variables. Monomial, a number, variable, or product of a number and one or more variables. Polynomial, a monomial or sum of monomials. Monomial or sum of monomials. Binomials, a polynomial with 2 terms. A polynomial with 2 terms. And a trinomial is a polynomial with 3 terms. Polynomial with 3 terms. At the bottom of that column, you've got lists of monomials, binomials, and trinomials. Now, what you have to understand is that these are all polynomials. The only thing is, if it's got 1 part, 2 parts, or 3 parts, it has a special name. But other than that, they're all polynomials. If it has more than 3 parts, more than 4 parts, it's still a polynomial. We just don't have a special name for it. So monomial is just one thing. Now, you can combine as many things as you want to it with multiplication or division signs. It's addition or subtraction signs that really make the difference. So here, x is a monomial. That's just one thing. 3 is a monomial. One thing. Negative 7y is a monomial. That's just one thing. As you can see the difference in the binomial, they each have one addition or subtraction sign which separates them into 2 parts. So 3 minus x is considered a binomial. 3 is the 1 part, x is the second part. 3x minus 7. 3x is the first part, 7 is the second part. 2y plus 4. 2y is the first part, 4 is the second part. 2 parts, binomial. It's got 3 parts, it's a trinomial. 2 signs. So an a plus 2 minus a squared. A is the first part, 2 is the second part, a squared is the third part. The next one, x minus 3 plus x to the fourth. X is the first part, 3 is the second part, x to the fourth is the last part. Again, it's only separated by addition and subtraction signs. I can put a million multiplication signs in there and it doesn't matter. It's addition or subtraction signs that separate them into different parts. Okay, 2 things we're doing today. We're working with standard form and simplifying polynomials. So we'll start with standard form. Now, in some books, standard form is called descending order. So you can use either as far as I'm concerned. Descending order makes more sense of the definition. You do what you want. Definition. A polynomial is written in standard form if the exponents of the variables decrease from left to right. Polynomial is written in standard form if the exponents of the variables decrease from left to right. So all they're telling you to do there is you write the thing with the biggest exponent first, then the next biggest exponent, then the next biggest exponent, and then the smallest exponent. Basically, I'm telling you to put things in order from greatest to least in terms of the exponent. Now, one thing you do want to do here today, all the problems, you do want to take the time to change subtraction into adding the opposite. That's something we're doing a lot more lately. You do want to continue to do that because you won't make a mistake when you change the order around, because everything will then have an addition sign in front of it. Okay, so let's go to the examples over standard form. Example 1, x minus 9 plus 5x squared. Now, two things written underneath there. You don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I'm going to do it. First thing says CHG stands for change, meaning I'm going to rewrite the equation that I changed there. Again, we're going to get rid of subtraction signs. And the other one is RES, that's result, where I'm going to put my answer. Again, you don't have to do it that way, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Okay, so first thing I have to do in x minus 9 plus 5x squared, get rid of the subtraction sign. So I'm going to rewrite it as x plus negative 9. There's my change. I changed minus and plus and negative, plus 5x squared. Okay, so now I have to write it in standard form. Again, biggest exponent first, smallest or no exponent last. Well, if I look at the exponents here, this one would be like a 1, that one doesn't have anything, this one has a 2, 2 is the biggest one. So 5x squared goes first. Now, what's left, x and negative 9, obviously x is something, this one has nothing, so x is going to have to be next. And again, it's always addition signs, that's why we change it. And then negative 9 is the only thing I have left, plus negative 9. That's it. And no, it doesn't get a lot harder than that in terms of standard form. Let's go to 2. 2x minus 3x cubed. 2x minus 3x cubed. So subtraction sign I need to get rid of. So I'm going to write this as 2x plus negative 3x cubed. Now, which one has the bigger exponent? 2x or negative 3x cubed?
2x.
Negative 3x cubed. This one has a 3. This one doesn't have anything. So this one's got to go first. So I'm going to put negative 3x cubed first, then plus 2x. Last one, 4 plus b squared minus 8b. 4 plus b squared minus 8b. Okay, one subtraction sign here. I want to get rid of that. So I'm going to rewrite this as 4 plus b squared plus negative 8b. Okay, so standard form now. Which one has the biggest exponent? B squared. This one has a 2. This one would be like a 1. This one doesn't have anything at all. So squared is going to go first. Of what's left, what goes next?
Negative 8b.
8b, this one. And of course, last is going to go the 4. That one doesn't have a variable, so that has no exponent. That's it. That's all you got to do for standard form.